Well, I was like, okay. But he was like, he was a little stressed out too. And white woman is significant. And he was like, I'm gonna take you somewhere. And so I was like, all right, I'll be ready. And so I got ready. And so when I got here, I was like, where are we going? And he was like, we're finna go to the water. And he was like, I know that calms you down. And he was like, I know you ain't been in a while, and I know I haven't taken you. And he was like, we need a reset, like a hard reset. And I was like, I do need a reset. The new moon energy, the new beginnings, the new intentions. And so I went, oh my God, when I tell you, I could have bought a blanket and just laid out there and went to sleep. That shit was so motherfucking peaceful and relaxing. The tide was coming in, and like where it is, you can see the ships. Like it's the one that's quite across from like Norfolk. We was in like Newport News, and you could see the ships and shit, and the lights, and it was just so fucking nice. And they got benches out there. And we just sat out there, we talked, we smoked. And it was like less talking, to be honest. Because, I was talking all day. So when I tell you, when I felt that wind off that fucking water, I wanted to cry like a fucking baby. Oh my God. That shit felt so good. And then he looked at me and he was like, you ready to move? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, why you say that? And he was like, we finna move, I feel it. He was like, oh my God. And the first card that came out was a phone call that you didn't expect. We was talking about this family shit. He was talking about his family shit. What's going on, y'all, YouTube? It was just a lot of talking, you know what I'm saying? And came to a conclusion, well, he don't trust, he doesn't, he was telling me how, like, he had friends, but, he'll sacrifice every last one of them type shit, for just freedom, happiness, financial freedom and shit like that. Leaving everybody behind. I guess he's seeing shit. He done saw something. He done seen some shit that make him want to get in his car and come have a conversation. And he was like, you were right. The nigga had a dream. And I knew he was going to have a dream because it kept coming out in the cars that Divine Master was going to have a dream, a wake-up call dream. This nigga went to sleep yesterday, and now I figured out why I got that abrupt message. He had a dream that I had moved on, and I was pregnant with somebody else. I had kids. Like, I was happy. Oh, God played in that nigga face last night. I mean, the night before last. And I was like, what the fuck? And at first, he was like, I gotta tell you about this dream. And I was like, I don't want to hear that shit because it's bullshit. And he was like, no, I gotta tell you about this dream. This shit had me so sad. Let me cut this air on. He was like, this shit had me so sad. And I was like, sad. No, nothing have him sad. So I say, well, what happened in the dream? And he was like, you moved on. Like, you was happy. And like everything that he don't know, he saw. And I'm looking like he don't even fucking know that he really saw what the fuck was gonna happen, but it's not another person. But Spirit basically showed him, hey, you think you the only nigga? I make shit happen for my girl. And so, the fuck is wrong with the goddamn air? Why it keeps shutting off? And all right, love, I got you. Just a second. And he was like, he was like, what the fuck he say? Oh, he was like, I'm the only person that he trusts and shit like that. And he was like, in his dream, he was like, he was like, nothing hurt him more than that shit. And he was like, he don't ever want to see that shit come to pass. And he was like, I'll do whatever, basically. And I was like, what do you mean by that? And because I don't want somebody who just gonna do whatever just because I need you to understand why you're doing what you're doing. And he was like, I understand what you're saying about being more romantic, about being more compassionate and shit like that. And he was like, basically, he understands what the fuck I need, and he's not denying that shit anymore because he felt like I don't know why niggas feel like I be playing in their face. I don't have time for that shit. Hey, Cherise, I don't be having time for that shit, but apparently he thought that. So you talking about guys that don't sub? How about you go eat a dick? How about that? Early this morning, do that. I don't need no subs, ho. I'm my own sub. Matter of fact, get your bitch ass out of here. Don't nobody want to look at your ass. How about that? What's going on, y'all? Hey, what's going on? But I was like, what the fuck? Where the fuck this come from? That dream, spirit gave his ass a motherfucking a deep ass dream. So like literally, totally different, totally just romantic and just totally fucking different. Girl, you talking about the crowd, you doing what you're supposed to. Girl, you doing what you're supposed to. I just looked at that picture, right? I just woke up and got straight on here, so I didn't have time to get my shit together and read all my emails and shit. I got straight on here and started talking into Shine Bright. Let me answer this. Let me do this quick read real quick. Goddess, what's your question, love? Or what is it that you want to know? Understand. Graham, so I woke up this morning. It was like I went to the water last night, so that was nice. I went to the water. It was really nice. He was so sweet last night. I was like, I remember this person. I think the spell work is totally wore off. Everything is what it is. And you can see everybody getting back. Shit. Everybody getting back what's owed to them during this time. Goddess, were you having a question? Hold on, y'all. You be misunderstanding some of us too smooth. Let's say you said you be misunderstanding some of us. You threw me smooth out last time, and I gave you a compliment. I asked you. No, okay. So I throw people out for a couple reasons over here. All right, Sharice love, I got you. I do it for a couple of reasons. When bots be over here and people don't say shit and they just sit here, I throw them out because majority of the time people be sleep on here, and I do throw them out of the room. All right, and this is my second page. This is not my main page, so you're not on my main page, but you on this page. So if I threw you out of the room, then that must mean I threw you off of the other page. And when I throw people out of my room, I do it for a reason. It's never not a reason. It's never not a reason. Every now and then when I be on here for hours, I do tell people to click on the screen because, yeah, that shit will fuck up your algorithm. It'll fuck up people from coming in the room if people is not clicking on the screen. I done been banned and shadow banned. Yes, I do have Apple Pay in all types of ways. So, yeah, I do be getting people to fuck up out of here when they be fucking up my life. So if I misunderstood you, then my apologies. What's going on with the mail from Miss Diane? Okay. All right, Gotti, hold on. Okay, y'all, hold on. Let me post, let me put this, Gotti, what are you talking about? Do you want the Apple Pay or not? I'm going to put the information in there anyway so y'all will have it. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on, TikTok. All right, hold on, love. I'm going to answer your question. my God, that is annoying. All right, I put the information in YouTube. My Apple Pay information is right there. There's my Apple ID. I am not going to text you first, my love. You are going to have to. You are going to have to text me. All right, I don't randomly text. You have to text me. All right. And then I'll message you back so you know it's me. But the Apple ID is right there. Where it says Apple Pay, Mermaid Dreams 83 at iCloud.com. All right, what is going on with the email from Miss Brown? Let's see what is going on. It sounds like Miss. It's not. All right, hey love. Okay. Hold on 1 second, y'all. All right. All right, what's going on? Literally, I heard somebody ain't doing their job. I heard loud that somebody not doing their job. Let's see. What's going on with the email when it comes to Miss Donna? That name already sends me through the goddamn roof. She's a karmic. Hold on, let me see what's going on with her. I said male. I said male. I said what's going on the mail with Donna. All right, let's see. Message of concern. There's some false. Well, good thing. That is, what reading do you want, sir? Do you want a reading, or are you trying to be funny? Because this is only a payment line. Anybody could be blocked. That's not my number. So if you thought you was gonna play on my shit, you're not. Okay. Animosity is here. False and message. All right. So somebody's looking at some sort of documentation. All right, somebody could have falsified some documentation. I see theft here. All right, so somebody could have falsified some documentation. Then I got death magic here. Somebody is playing with some energy. Somebody did some false ass paperwork, and somebody did spell work over it. False came out again, love. Something about falsified documentation, and somebody being mad about falsified documentation. What reading are you wanting, Gotti? What reading are you wanting? Yeah, somebody doing hella voodoo, love. Whatever application or whatever you filled out, did you fill out something or did they fill out something? Did you have to fill something out and turn it in? Because it's looking fraudulent and somebody is pissed off about it. Whatever was turned in, falsified documentation keep coming out. And then you got rest in peace and protection. Something is coming to an end. Voodoo is here. It's too much voodoo. It's a lot of voodoo around you. Either you doing it, you playing in something, or somebody else playing in something. Give me her energy, spirit. Oh, you being blocked. You got to be some type of karmic, my love. I see messages of concern, falsified documentations, which means somebody falsified documentations, agreement, statement, or information. I got heartbreak, emotional pain, grief, loss, and healing, and blocks. Whatever you trying to do, baby, it's not going to work. I don't know who doing that, man. Somebody, it's in your energy. It's heavily connected to you. Is she gonna get a good outcome? You finna be surprised with something. All right, I got boss in reverse. You got a surprise coming. Yeah, surprise keep coming out, and then lust is at the bottom. Again, divine truth. Spirit said that's the motherfucking truth. Ace of Swords is divine truth. They don't get no truer than that. YouTube. All right, Gotti, are you ready, or do you want, or do I need to move on and block you? Baby, I'm trying to do real shit this morning. I ain't got time to play. I don't got time to play. Hold on, y'all. Okay, hold on. What the hell going on? Okay. Oh, Sharice, it been getting real thick up in this bitch, girl. Why the fuck my brother came on here with a fake ass page? I read that nigga for filth, and he didn't say shit. And I knew it was him by the things that I said. And my thing is this: if what I'm saying about you is not true, and you coming on here talking shit, you're not denying anything that I'm saying. The only thing that you're saying is you can't tell the future. You can't tell the future. But I told you yours and you're quiet. So, and it was so crazy because I'm just looking like signs and synchronicities, the motherfucker. People do not really know how to make fake pages, because when they make up fake pages, their screen name has something to do with them still. They don't know how to separate themselves. So they get caught every time. What the fuck going on? All right, is anybody else wanting a review to... Is anybody else wanting a reading off of YouTube? Zoodle doodle. Something gonna come through. Sharice, I got you in just a second. Look, family watching. What I say? I just say that shit. Family watching. Hey, family. Fuck niggas. Hey, family. I had a good night last night. I'm on all the shits today. Okay. All right, last chance. Does anybody else wants a reading over here on YouTube before I shut down the live?